Hey guys, it's Matt and welcome to TurnerTek. In today's video, we're going to be doing some tech shenanigans with microphones. We got a brand new one here for the channel we're going to be doing an unboxing on today, and we're going to do a comparison with several other microphones so you guys can see the importance of high quality audio in your videos and in your live streams, and that you don't have to break the bank doing so. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Today's video is brought to you by Baker Marketing Firm, but more on that in a bit. Okay guys, we're going to start with webcam microphones. You might be really tempted to say, hey, I just bought one of those cameras from your last video and I spent all this money on it, so why would I need to go buy an expensive microphone? For sure the microphone built into a camera like that is good enough. I'm here to tell you that they are not. There are not very good microphones in here. You're going to see that. We're going to compare this audio to the rest of the mics that we have here today. It's not very good. Think about it this way. You know the quality that you have on like your Zoom meetings through your FaceTime camera and its microphone on your MacBook or whatever you're using on your Dell or HP? They're not very good, and sure they're good for web conferencing, but for content creation, these microphones just don't make the cut. So next, let's talk about headset microphones. So headset microphones actually aren't the end of the world to use them. You'll see many streamers on Twitch using their headset microphone only because some of them are really good. I'm not going to take the time to go into all the details of my SteelSeries Arctis Pros here because I talked about them in a previous video, but with the noise cancellation stuff they have, they're actually really good microphones. But if you're looking for that next level sound, like you want great sound, like you think about your biggest streamers or honestly any type of YouTube content, this is not going to make the cut, and we're going to illustrate that for you today. And to have a little fun with it, we're also going to compare it to this amazing $25 set from Dollar General. And don't be one of those guys that are like, oh, headsets are headsets, it doesn't matter. You're going to hear not only a big difference between this and our Pro mics, you're going to hear a huge difference between this and the Arctis Pro. Next on the comparison list is going to be this Elgato Wave 1. Now disclaimer, I should have said this more in our streaming basics video, but some of the stuff that I have is slightly discontinued. I will tell you this though, even though this is a Wave 1 and they're not selling this model anymore, the capsule on this and a Wave 3 are identical. The difference between Wave 1 and Wave 3 is Wave 3 had some other like audio level monitoring features that are on the front of the microphone at its base, so it makes it a little taller. Quality wise, they're the same microphone though. So getting a comparison out of this is comparing a modern Wave 3. There is no difference. So this is actually my current microphone. If you've watched any of my live streams, this is what I typically record audio on. These things are great. I thought it was a huge game changer for me when I went to this, but we're going to compare it to a new microphone that we got today. Okay guys, and now for our final comparison of this video, our Fifinest microphones. I have this one here I borrowed from a friend. It's a USB only model, so I think that this still is going to sound pretty decent, but I don't know if it's going to be as good as the Wave 1. We'll find out. And then we have the Fifinest AM8. This microphone is an excellent microphone. I've not used it yet, but I'm really excited to unbox it here and dive into it. I've seen some comparison videos of it to SMB7s from Shure, and it blew it out of the water. I am fairly confident this will be our highest contender of the day. I can't wait to unbox it, so let's jump right into our unboxing video of this, and then we'll get into our comparisons. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this unboxing. So we have once again the Fifinest AM8 microphone, pretty basic boxing packaging here. You have the images of the mic, and yes, there is RGB on it. That's super nice. Something that you don't actually typically see on these, so if you're into the RGB stuff, this is actually super nice as far as that goes, but pretty standard packaging here. Weird enough, there's no tape on it. There's this little dent down here too. I mean, that could have happened in shipping, so I'm not gonna ding Fifinest on that, but the tape is just weird to me because you don't know, like, has this been opened before, is it not? Like, there's nothing that tells you because there's no tape. So that's a little strange. Looks like we have a standard user guide here. Shows you how to connect and everything, if the microphone's muted or not muted. How to use the microphone, that's kind of funny. Yeah, just basics, typical what you have in a user manual from this. I will tell you this, I do know this already, that if you're planning on using the RGB on it, it only works while plugged into USB, which does kind of make sense. I wish they could have figured out a way through like phantom power over XLR, that they would have been able to have it work if you're using it as an XLR mic, but there's that. I'm actually going to be using it as USB anyways, so that's not going to be a problem for me, but we can fold this up and set this to the side. Then we come to our first thing here, the base, and right away just holding this and touching you, I can tell you there is some mass disappointment inside me. For one thing, this is ultra ultra light. I don't like that. I like a nice heavy base for my microphones to make sure they're going to stay down. I don't have an arm right now, so that is a downside to me. Also, I can tell you right now, this is plastic, absolutely. And honestly, it reminds me of this little junky lamp that I have over in my gaming setup. It's on my, I have like a bench over there I do soldering work and stuff at, and I'll use that little light for lighting up my solder work. And it had a really bad base that had this really lightweight, like cement, literally like cement poured into the base with the felt cover on it, and that's what kept it in. And now that ended up breaking and falling out. I can't get this rubber off here. I think I see some metal, so I don't know what's inside this, but this feels and makes me think of that, and that makes me a little nervous on that build quality. So I don't know if I can vouch for the plate to it. You may want to make sure you get an arm. I can tell you right now, I'm probably going to end up getting an arm myself just based on this plate. I do like the full rubber grip on the bottom though here. That's really nice. So, and it does hold really well. So, I mean, I guess there's some highlights to it. Maybe I'm making a big deal over nothing, but it does feel like it's pretty poor. And I also noticed too on the packaging here, if we're just being critical, this was not cut out straight either. If you notice, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's this was partially sitting on top of the foam, not within the cutout. So yeah, so that's a little just quality control stuff that, you know, that wouldn't be too hard for them to fix, a piece of packaging. So there's that. So then we're already at the microphone. Oh, that's really interesting. It's not in plastic or anything. Once again, stuff that doesn't let you know, has this been opened before, used before? I have no idea. There's no tape. There's no bag that has tape on it that's sealed. There's no way for me to know, has this ever been used or not before? So that's a little disappointing in packaging as well. We just have our little cable here though. I do like this cable cap here. Too bad they don't have one on USB-C, but that's nice to keep that protected. Also, just so you know, this is USB 2.0, which is nice for compatibility. A lot of these microphones are USB 2.0. And I do love, and a nice little touch how it's branded, but I do love when they give you the little Velcro strappy here that does help you with cable management, so that is nice. So that's a nice long cable too. I don't know exactly how long this is, but we can undo this here. Oh, that actually is a really nice Velcro strap. Oh yeah, this is a really long cable. This has to be 10 feet at least, I would say, without me looking it up. So that's nice. So we'll just kind of set the cable over there. And then we have the microphone. Before I dive into reviewing it with the unboxing, let's just make sure, yep, there's nothing else in here. So that's kind of it for the packaging. So we can put the user manual. I guess I better leave that out just in case, but I'm gonna put that back in there and close this up. I will say this box, the cardboard, yes, might be thin, but it does feel like it's a sturdy box. Like I'll probably keep this if I ever need to travel with the mic or need to store the mic for some reason. This does seem like a box that will last over time, so that's kind of nice. So, talking about the microphone here. First impressions, I am pleasantly surprised. It is a lot, like my hands are rather large, so you can see this is actually a really big microphone. I really like that about it. It feels very professional looking at it. The build quality though is not all that great. I don't know if you see it on camera, but you can see the molding where the mold came together here. That's right through their logo, so that's a little unfortunate. They should put their logo like down here or something so it's not going through molding. Same thing on that side, huh? That's kind of disappointing. But yeah, very lightweight though, so that's I don't know about that. This is a full metal yoke mount though, which I'm really surprised by that based on this base. Huh, you like that based on the base? Nice, Matt. So that's actually really surprising, being the rest of this is all just plastic, that's all metal, so that's nice. It's kind of loose in there though. Can we tighten? Oh my word, no, that is as tight as it can go. And that is, I mean, I guess it stays, but I'd like to see that a little tighter. Like, why can't I tighten that all the way down so it doesn't move at all? Don't really like that. But anyways, so according to the manual then here too, this will light up whether it's muted or unmuted, so that's nice. On this side, I do know that this here is a touch sensitive button. It's not a hard button, just touch sensitive, which I know I have mixed feelings about that. Aesthetically, they're nice, but I feel like that's something in the long run that there might be problems with. But that is just for the RGB lighting, so there's a little touch button for that. Little volume control knob here for the microphone, little control knob here for the headphone, and yes, looking at some of its I/O on the bottom here, we'll jump right into that. You can do headphone monitoring of the mic directly from the mic. That is super nice, especially for podcasting. I don't need to be worried about configuring, you know, the capture software or whatever and doing playback to my ears of my own voice. I can hear it directly through that, so it's really nice. We got our USB and we do have XLR, which this is super cool to me. You can use this as an XLR mic or a USB mic, which to me makes this a really powerful option. Like I said before, I have seen some comparisons of this to the SMB7 from Shure, and I think you guys are going to be surprised when you hear the quality of audio from this today. If it's anything like what I expect it to be, it should be really nice. I think my last comment on here, and I've been saving it for last because I was impressed from the moment I opened it, this is velour. Like, this is the nicest feeling and looking windscreen I've ever seen. This is not just foam. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it is velour wrapped over foam. Yeah, that is really nice. And there's your nice large diaphragm. This is, once again, all metal there too. This is actually good construction on the inside here. I will tell you, even though I was mocking about the direction, this diaphragm is set up to be talked to this way. So don't try to talk into, don't have this facing you, don't have you facing it here. This needs to be pointed like this up at your face and you talk into this direction. So just so you know, and most microphones like this too, like the Shure SMB7, most microphones like this, that is the way they work. You need to talk into here, not into here or here or here. Right here is where your optimum space to talk into it is. So there you go, the unboxing of the Fifine. Here, I guess we have one more thing we can do. Put the base on it here. That went on really easy. So let's see, once again, that's nice and grippy, but we have the Fifine AM8. Are you struggling to market your company or personal brand, or to utilize the powerful yet complicated tool of social media? Baker Marketing Firm is here to help you harness the power of social media to its highest extent. They will help you create a professional image for your company or personal brand. If you would like to learn more on how Baker Marketing Firm can help you create custom success, click the link in the description below. Okay, so I'm assuming that the camera can actually see me doing this. I don't know how well it sees me doing this, and for some reason there's like this really bad haze, and I'm assuming it's from all the studio lights in here. But so our first microphone we're going to do is actually the Razer Kaio, which is really strange how we're about to do it here, because nothing audio world could, like, it could see it, but it wouldn't let us use the microphone from it. It's very strange. So I'm actually just in Zoom here. So we're going to go ahead and get recording now. So I believe, yes, we are recording now. So we should be on the Razer Kaio microphone now, and you should already be able to hear how absolutely terrible this will be. And I'm actually at a pretty normal distance for when you're doing like video conferencing, but I'm going to go ahead because this is what I'm going to do on every other microphone, whether it's a headset I'm putting on me or getting close to one of these microphones. I think you can probably see at least this wave one in the camera there. But I will be getting like appropriately close to those, how you would be talking to them normal. So I'm going to do kind of the same thing. We'll go lean in here so I can get a little closer, but you should be hearing right now still how it's just not good quality. It's just not good. Does it work? Yes. Is it great for video conferencing like what I'm kind of doing here in Zoom right now? Yeah, it's good enough for that. But are we talking like being able to make content with it? Absolutely not. I would not recommend using the microphone you're hearing right now. Okay, so next microphone, we're moving on to the all-elusive Dollar General $25 headset. So I'm assuming this is going to be worse than the Razer Kaio, but I mean, well, I guess we'll hear it here in a second. So let's go ahead and get started recording here. And yep, now we're recording. So you're officially already hearing me on this. It's probably really bad because it's not even on my head. So let's get this on my head now. And now you're hearing the Dollar General headset at its best. So I'm assuming this sounds really terrible. Let me know in the comments below if you think this or the Razer Kaio headset was better. Okay guys, moving on to the next microphone, we're going to talk about the SteelSeries Arctis Pros. I actually think these are going to sound really good because of the noise cancellation on this headset. And I also use this for my gaming, and everyone says it sounds good. So I think you guys are going to like it as well. So let's go ahead and get ourselves recording here. Okay, and now we're recording. Once again, you're hearing me now on the SteelSeries Arctis Pros, but I don't have it on my headset, so let's get it on my head. And now you're getting the full effect of it, me talking to it. This should sound significantly better than the Dollar General ones. And once again, let me know in the comments what you think. If this sounds really good, I want to get your thoughts on it, so let me know what you think. Okay, so now we're on the first of our desktop microphones here, and it's my Wave 1. This thing sounds great. If you've ever watched my live stream, You know what it sounds like? They sound great. So let's go ahead and get it recording here. And now you're hearing me on it. So it should already sound pretty well. There might be a little bit of an echo because I'm kind of far away from it. So I'm going to awkwardly bend over here and talk right into it. So I don't know if you can see me on camera now or not, but either way, I'm now talking into the Elgato Wave 1. So please let me know in the comments below if this is better than everything else we've done up till now. I am confident this is better than all other microphones we've tested so far. Okay, so now the second microphone in our lineup of the desktop microphones, and that's the USB only Fifine. This little guy, I'm not sure how he will sound, and we'll kind of get him right here so we can see him. Let's go ahead and hit record on this. Okay, so now we are on the Fifine USB only microphone. I'm actually going to awkwardly, I'm going to just do a little bit of an unprofessional cut here. And just say, so there it is. It's the K669B series is the actual, I keep referring to it as the USB only, so now you know the exact model number of what we're recording on right now. What I'm going to do, once again, I'm going to awkwardly just bend down here, getting the camera this way so I can talk right into it. So this is, once again, the Fifine K669B series microphone. Okay, guys, and now for the piece de resistance, the Fifine AM8. So this is our final microphone in the lineup, and this is what I believe will become the new TurnerTek microphone. Very excited about this thing. I just turned off the RGB on it, and now it doesn't want to turn back on. That is pretty funny. So there is a first failure right on camera. That button, do I have to hold it? Oh, if I hold it, it came back on. So there you go. So you have to hold it. So when it's working, that looks really nice, actually. That's a super cool little touch, especially for a live streamer. Like, I really like that. But let's go ahead and get this thing recording so we can see what it sounds like. So there you go. Okay, so we're on it right now. I'm pretty far away from the microphone, so this audio is probably terrible. Look at my levels. It looks like we need to turn it up a little bit. So I want to reach here to the top knob. We'll slightly turn this up, and we'll keep going. So now you're seeing some, so it made a difference here. I don't know if it's too much, so I'm going to bring it back down a little bit because I'm going to get right up on it again. Because like I said, you're really supposed to talk into it like this. So here we are now on the Fifine AM8. The Fifine AM8. What everyone says is the SMB7 killer. So once again, if you guys could just leave me in the comments, let me know what microphone you thought sounded the best today. I'm pretty sure this microphone probably is it, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so here I'm going to pull some. This is like extremely raw reaction right now. So I just played that back for myself, and actually between each one of them off camera, I played back I cannot believe how much better sounding. I'll just tell you, editor, if you could cut back and forth a little bit, even between this microphone and this microphone, I think you're going to hear a huge difference. This thing is, let's see here, I'm holding it weird right now. Let's make sure I'm holding it in a way that I'm not interfering. I wish that this had a mount like my Wave 1 does. The Wave 1 has a shock mount. I wish this had that as an option to make sure that I'm not getting any, like you're probably hearing this tapping right now. But trying to hold it still, this thing really, I am shocked at how good this thing sounds. So of all these microphones here, this clearly to me is the winner. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I think this was head and shoulders above them all. My opinion, the ones that sound the best was the Fifine AM8, this one. My Elgato Wave 1, I know this is kind of off camera, I'll pick it up here. The Wave 1 I think sounded pretty decent as well. We are probably going to be doing some, you may have already heard it, I may have went ahead and did it. But like I said, this is very raw reaction right now. We probably will have to edit it some though, because there's like this harsh, like almost ring to it, like it's reflections from the room. So I don't know if we did remove that or not, but the original raw before any editing did have that ring in it. I'm very disappointed by that actually, because I love this microphone. And this though, like when you get up in it like this, like that all just kind of goes away. I was very surprised by that. And then the next best one was these SteelSeries headset here. I know I'm just knocking things over. This is extremely raw reaction, but I literally me and my recorder, we both like went nuts as soon as we played back. I had to give a raw reaction. This sounded really good as well though. I do think that noise cancellation really helped, especially with that like that reflection noise, that ring that was in it. Once again, we may have edited all that out, but there originally was even some in this. And I do think that noise cancellation helps some with it. But this guy, though, as you can hear, like, I'm just going to ask the editor right now, even if it makes this mic sound not quite as good as the other ones, don't add any editing to this. Leave this raw, because this is literally the pure audio you're going to get out of this microphone. I am thoroughly impressed. I honestly trash microphones, clearly the Dollar General one. And I mean, for a $30 microphone, it wasn't the worst, I guess, in the world. But this thing, so full disclosure, I got this on sale on Black Friday, but this was less than $50. And I'm pretty sure full price is like either 50 or 60 bucks. So with this being $30, to spend $20 or $30 more to get this, I mean, it is head and shoulders above this microphone. So honestly, it's, even if you need just a USB microphone, like myself, I just need USB, I would highly recommend the AM8 over the K669B. This is clearly the microphone of choice, in my opinion. So I guess that's it for this comparison, this raw reaction.
So that's it for this week. Join us next time for some more tech shenanigans. If you liked today's vid, drop a like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more unboxing than tech review, let me know in the comments. If you'd like to support the channel, you can join me on Patreon or buy me a coffee on Ko-fi. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. I would like to thank Baker Marketing Firm again for sponsoring today's video. If your company or personal brand needs help in creating custom success, click on the link in the description below. If you support me on Patreon, I'll give you a shout over here as well. Join us every month on the podcast platform of your choice for Tech Talk. For more info on the Techverse, head over to MatthewTurner.co.